to talk after games last year?
It really kept me focused. Nothing against you guys, but it allowed me just to focus on the game and just worry about, what my teammates thought of me and what the coaches thought, and not have to worry about anything else.
What has your dad told you about how to deal with being the quarterback and all the attention that you get?
Yeah, well, whole life, I've kind of been, in the spotlight. Just, my dad being a high-profile coach, I've always been, looked at, and you just got to watch what you say. The team's always first, and and just be careful about it and just move on.
Have you always imagined this kind of moment by dealing with the media, since they wouldn't let you talk during the season? Now it's finally happening.
Yeah. I knew it was coming, so just got ready for it.
Is that going to be a significant problem, not being able to focus as much this next year?
I don't think so. Getting the year here and understanding what it takes to win and how things work. I think I'm ready to be able to talk to the media, and it'll be good.
Jake, if you could go back to that off week when you got the chance to start, were there any concerns? Were you worried that, they're looking at me to rescue this team or save this team? Was there any of that in there, or were you just excited to get the chance?
Yeah, just excited. I knew we had a game to win the next week against UMass, and I knew I needed to catch up on a lot of reps with the starters, not being able to throw with them all season. So I just really got in and just worked hard and took it game by game, and just try to get better every week.
Did it get easier as the weeks went on? Did the things slow down for you a little bit?
It definitely did. Each week, it did get better, and then from our last game to the bowl game, it really slowed down. Me and Coach Sims, our GA, we really worked a lot on just protections and everything, the ins and outs of our offense during that bowl week, and it really helped.
You got a lot of highs and lows in your time last year, and I guess you took a lot of hits. I think you were sacked 23, 24 times yourself in your times. Was there ever a point where you were getting really beat up and you didn't think you could continue? Did you ever feel physically worn down?
No. As a quarterback in the SEC, you're going to take a lot of hits, and that's part of being a quarterback. Any quarterback that doesn't really get hit shouldn't play in the SEC. So just got to battle through it. Guys are more sore than me on the team, so just got to battle through it and play the next game.
Do they want you to learn how to avoid those hits this year? Get rid of the ball faster, get down quicker?
A lot of the protection stuff was on me, just from a scheme standpoint, changing some stuff and getting rid of it too. So it's not all on the offensive line. But yeah, me and the offensive line have both gotten better this offseason, trying to work with that.
Jake, what was it like last year when you first stepped on campus in August and joined the football team, and contrast that with how you feel now as far as comfort and confidence?
Yeah. Just from a leadership standpoint, I think is the biggest difference. Now I feel like I definitely have control of the offense, and I'm able to really talk to the guys and try to fix things that they mess up. And getting here at the beginning, it took a while to learn. I was learning myself, so it was hard to have influence on the other players. But just comfortable, more comfortable, just with the whole team and the whole process, and just knowing where we want to go offensively.
Jake, was there one play last year where you felt like, okay, I've arrived, I feel comfortable here, and I can be a leader at this level of college football?
I wouldn't say one play, but after the Tennessee game, definitely was a great feeling. That I could do it. I have confidence in myself, but it takes a game or a play or two to realize that you can do it, and just having a big win like that definitely helped me, and I think it definitely helped the whole team.
You had the great bowl game, but can you go back to the Clemson game, and you struggled?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about what you were going through that particular time, and what was it? It seemed like you really struggled in an opponent's stadium on a true road game. Was that different for you?
Yeah, it was different for me, but I think it was different for our whole team. Being so young, I think we kind of got shell-shocked a little bit going into the stadium, and that's one thing this offseason that we've really focused on is handling that adversity, handling being in a different environment. and we didn't play good, but you know we rebounded with the bowl game, and that's that was a good thing. But we have to be better on the road next year for sure.
Does that bowl game give an indication of what this offense can be like with all the guys healthy and playing together?
Yes, I believe so, and we can definitely be better too. We had 4 turnovers in that game, so you know we can definitely be better next year.
What's the relationship between you and McElwain like? I mean, you guys are both competing to be that #1 guy. It was evident last year. So what's that relationship been like, and how's it going to be like moving forward that he's at baseball for most of the spring?
You know, we're very close. You know, me and him, he was the first guy to congratulate me when, you know, I threw a touchdown, and you know, I was the first guy when he scored too. And he's focused on baseball right now, and that's what he's doing. And I actually went to opening day of the day to watch the game, and you know, me and him are real close. So it's nothing. It's no animosity there when we're competing on the field, but we're definitely close friends.
Do you think you deserve to be the #1 guy?
Yeah, I do. Just from a you know comfortable standpoint, and just growing with the same group of people. And I think we're gonna get better if we can keep the same guys, you know, in the offense and just keep it rolling.
Jake, what's it like for you at home with your dad? How much do you guys talk football? How much coaching do you get when you're at home?
It's a lot. I mean, it's not necessarily being critical all the time, but you know, we're watching a game and he'll pause it or rewind it to show me something, to show me a defense, or you know, just always teaching me something about football. And I think that's what's prepared me so well to be here. Is just always learning, always getting better.
Obviously, that's a big advantage for you, but is it challenging too to have a dad like that sometimes, or?
It has been that all my life. You know, ever since we grew up, you know, we'd be on the high school practice field right beside him, learning plays. And you said, is it a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously an advantage to have a dad as a coach like that, but can it be challenging too sometimes? Do you ever get a break from it?
You know, it can be. You know, he wants me to be, you know, perfect. You know, so he stays on me a lot, but he knows when to turn it off too. You know, I'm not his only son, so he's done it 2 times before me. So, I mean, he knows when to be dad and when to be coach.
What do you feel like was the biggest thing you need to improve coming out of last year?
Just, you know, some of the sacks were on me. Some of the protection schemes, just knowing who's blocked and knowing what our fixes are in protection is one of the biggest things, and then playing better on the road. Being able to embrace a adverse environment and still execute the game.
So how do you fix those things?
You know, just with the protection stuff, just being in the meet room, just really, you know, staying in the meet room, really learning, working with Coach Roper on everything, just to get a grasp of the whole offense. And then as far as on the road, I mean, it's just repetition of just focus on what we have to do and not worrying about anything else but what we have to do on the field.
I'm not trying to speed things up for you, but this is our first time talking to you. So are you thinking 3-year career here, or are you thinking the full 4-year career?
Yeah, I'm thinking to stay here for 4 years right now. You know, I want to win a national championship, and however long that takes, we're going to do it.
Do you think this team is built to do something special like that, especially with all the young talent coming back? I mean, Coach Muschamp says he's not changing their goals. It's going to win the East, or we're falling short of our expectations.
You know, every year we expect to win the East and beat the state. So, you know, if we don't do that, we fall short of our expectations that we have set for ourselves. And the young talent that we have is definitely ready to win a national championship, win an SEC championship, and we're willing to do whatever it takes. You know, we're really working hard so far, and we'll build on it in the spring.
Do you feel more like a college guy now, considering you were supposed to be in high school last year?
Yeah, I guess so. Just you know, going to class and just having to balance everything. It's definitely made me grow up. So yeah, I've had to grow up a little bit.
What was your welcome to college moment?
Academically or
Just socially, academically?
Business count. It's not fun. Yeah, really, I have to actually study now. In class, high school, we can kind of just remember what you talked about in class and be all right. And now we actually got to study. But And then I guess welcome to the SEC when we played Tennessee. And I had thrown a screen. I was kind of up in the air, and Barnett got me and just planted me. I was like, oh, that didn't feel good. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of everybody being so young. You know, we've really had to grow up on the run.
Jay, what did you learn about yourself after this first season?
So what?
What did you learn about yourself after this first season, having some early success? You know, the Florida game, Michigan, Clemson as well, but they also finishing the season strong in the bowl game.
Just have a lot to learn. You know, that's the biggest thing is, especially with the good defenses like Florida and Clemson, there's a lot that they do defensively, and there's a lot that, you know, I didn't know. So just, you know, I guess knowing what it takes to win games as far as your preparation. You know, we can get better in that area, but you know, it was a fun year. I mean, all year it was fun just being with the guys and competing.
How much more of the offense do you feel like you'll be able to handle this fall as opposed to last fall?
A lot more. We're gonna do some different stuff. I mean, same, you know, basic schemes and identity, but you know, definitely a lot more. And that's from me, from the running backs to the receivers. We're all growing together in this offense.
How much of that will happen in spring? How much of that will you start putting in and working toward in spring?
I think we'll implement, you know, some of it.
Yeah.
And definitely some things that we'll implement during the summer, during you know, player run practices and stuff. But you know, we're going to have some new wrinkles this year, and then it'll, I think, hopefully have great success.
There was some debate last year about whether or not you should play. I guess some fans and media thought maybe you should redshirt so you have 4 full years. Obviously, you were in favor of playing, I assume, but did you listen to that kind of stuff, and how did it impact you?
Yeah, we try not to. You know, Coach Roper's big thing that he tells us all the time is, you know, don't listen to any media after games. He tells us just to click on notifications and just scroll through them. Don't even look at them. But you know, I wanted to play, and I felt like I was ready. And Russ Champ told me every week just to be ready. So at the end of the day, I'm worried about what, you know, the coaches think of me and our teammates. So, and I was able to step in and contribute to the team, and that's what I want to do.